Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show, live on WBON TV Channel 9 and on radio at V99.3, Sports Radio 103.5 and Y92.5. Support your favorite local teams and enjoy the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Also brought to you by Bishop Small Engine Repair, the law offices of Patrick O'Neill, Nuevo Vallarta, and Aero Auto Glass. Now let's go live to your host, Michael Watkins and Samantha Burford.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome into the first Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show of August. We have flipped the calendar officially to August, which means fall sports. I know we've had some golf already going on, but football, soccer, volleyball, we're all right around the corner from school starting, 9 days away from it. And
I just can't believe that.
It's
gone
summer,
by fast, hasn't it?
It's insane how fast this summer has gone by.
Yeah. And I am really excited. I'm planning on going to the new Madison Middle open house that
Wednesday
they're going to
night,
have
yeah.
Wednesday night, 5 to 7:30, something like that.
Yeah.
So looking forward to going to that, checking out one of the new middle schools in town right before all the kiddos go back.
And there's so much going on with this time of year. I mean, with the sports teams preparing. We'll talk about EKU football here in just a minute, but you got to get your paperwork filled out. You got to get all the school supplies bought and ready to go. And, you know, it's I saw an article today about, how expensive everything. 'Cause I mean, the prices have obviously gone up with everything. But, man, you got to have all these supplies. And it's just it's a different time. And obviously, it's a different time in the sports world, but it's also a different time in, reality as well.
Oh, that is true. And I was in Target Saturday.
Target, did you buy me anything?
Target. It was packed.
Oh, yeah. Back to school people.
Lots of kids buying clothes with their parents,
Yeah.
School supply section packed.
Got to have that cool back to school outfit, right?
That is
Yeah,
true.
by the way, you're dressed today with the chain. That's pretty cool.
Well,
Got
thank
your drip
you.
going
This
on.
is actually from Target.
Is it? Nah, that's what
I didn't get it Saturday, but I already had it.
I have no idea where this shirt is from. This is what I wore to Kid Rock like a few months ago. So
you brought it
kid
back
broke out-
out.
brought it back
like
out.
brought it back out for today's special occasion.
yeah, first show in
Monday of
August. We're flipping the
August.
calendar. And listen, we've got a lot to be excited about sports-wise. I was at Madison Central's football practice on Thursday last week. They had their media day that evening. I had a prior engagement, couldn't go to that, but went Thursday morning and watched them practice, talked to some of the players, talked to Coach Blair. They're excited about the season. I've got Coach Kirk and the Southern football team. We'll have them later on this week. And then I'll get over to Berea as well and kind of do something with that team. But football season, it's going to be very, very exciting. Southern, I think some folks over there are going to be surprised with how good that team is. Central brings a lot back as well. Yeah, Coach Kirk.
He's been a coach there.
He's
but
been around for a while.
First year as a head coach.
Kind of smooth transition for him to take over
Right.
that role. But
I'm excited to see how, when I get to get down on the field and
Yeah.
see how that coaching style is.
Well, and
you
I-
can hear different things when you're down there on the field.
Yeah, and I think what you're going to hear from both of these teams, too, Central and Southern, is confidence because they are very confident as the season is getting ready to start. As for EKU football, we had Coach Wells on last week. Great show with him.
The whole hour.
The whole hour, and we filled it up.
Every minute. I think we could have kept going.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing with Coach Wells. We could just get together and talk football because not only is he excited about the start of his season, there's a lot going on there as well. All these preseason honors we'll get to here in just a minute. The players getting and him getting preseason nods as well. 15th best coach in the FCS
I know he got that
football.
last Monday right before the show, and you opened the show with that. Like, we're talking to the 15th best coach.
I had to throw a little plug in at him because. Coach.
I think you kind of, I don't want to say threw him, but, he was
he wasn't expecting
humbled
it.
by it. Yeah.
Well, and
definitely.
I think Coach is very well adapt to, those things don't really mean a lot. And he even talked about it, it goes into his staff, all the players that have come through his system. And
that was the first thing he said, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's not me. It is everyone with me.
And they had their back to school or their like opening to camp last Wednesday evening. And
at Gibson Bay up there at the
Lake
park.
Reba, and they're full. They are in the zone now with practice and getting everybody ready. We still don't know the quarterback yet. I'm sure that'll come eventually at some point this month. It's got to, because the first game's August 30th. So we got to find out before then who our quarterback is.
Don't you think they probably know? He wasn't going to tell us. He might come back on and tell us.
There's probably somebody that's leading the way.
Yeah.
But whether or not that person actually wins the position is a different story.
Right, because it could go we did this last season.
Yeah. Matt Morrissey was announced like 2 weeks before the first game.
Right, so that might give us, one more week until we officially could know.
And one thing about it, too, these preseason honors, I mean, there's two guys that are really getting the bulk of these awards, and that's Jacob Baker, the punter. He was announced as the preseason honors keep coming in for Jacob Baker. He was named to the preseason watch list for the 2025 Punter of the Year award by the Augusta Sports Council,
How cool
which
is that?
honors the nation's top collegiate punter in FCS. The 11 candidates on the list incorporate a broad spectrum of FCS punters and were compiled based on the stats from last year and all of the postseason awards. A preseason All-UAC selection this season, Baker's recognition comes after a stellar year last year in which he led the UAC as a redshirt freshman, posting a punting average of 43.7 yards per punt with 17 punts of 50 yards or more, most in the UAC.
Yes.
And this kid's a local kid, played at Corbin, and he is preseason All-UAC, first-team selection there. And as far as this Punter of the Year award, the Augusta Sports Council, also home to the Ray Guy Award, awarded to the best collegiate punter in the FBS, created the FCS Punter of the Year award in 2019 to honor the best collegiate punter playing in the FCS. Among the statistics used to identify the winner is net punting average, percentage of punts inside the 20-yard line, and percentage of punts not returned, with particular emphasis placed on net punting average. The winner must also display team leadership, self-discipline, and have a positive impact on the team's success. Baker had that last year, and we talked to him a few weeks ago, Samantha. He is very intelligent. He's very humble, a quiet kid, but can get the job done.
We were talking about that earlier today on the phone. He was so humble, and, that group that we had in here wasn't the jokesters.
Yeah, they were more quiet and reserved.
More reserved and more mentally, I don't want to say mentally, I'm going to say it. They were very mentally focused.
Yeah,
Not that the others weren't, but they are.
Well, I think they were more focused on not saying anything crazy or exactly, or whatever the case might be. They were here to promote the team and promote themselves.
Had a good time, and not that those guys didn't. I don't want to insinuate that they didn't have a good time, but they were very more business-like.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
To the point.
Probably
to the point, right? No goofing around, and
no goofing around. And I mean, he's got that punter mentality. I asked him the question about, when you're out there, all eyes are on him.
Yeah.
How do you handle that and focus that?
And he talked about, last year they had those two games. They had the Western game and they had the other FBS game where a lot of pressure on him to get punts off. Offense couldn't really get going until that third week of the season. So he had a lot of pressure on him. He talked about how he handled it and kind of used that to kind of prepare him for the rest of the season. But as we look at these other players, too, I mean, Jaheim Ward, he just keeps racking up the preseason recognition. For the third time, he was named a preseason All-American, this time earning third-team honors from Phil Steele. Phil Steele is a guy that covers college football. I mean, he is locked in. He covers FCS, FBS, and
Can you imagine doing that all day long?
Yeah, well,
Every single day?
he makes a lot of money doing it. It's what it's out there for. And Phil Steele is known for his publication where he promotes and does in-depth analysis on every conference and every player.
Right.
And he's got a big idea about Jaheim Ward, who earned first-team preseason All-UAC conference honors from the publication. And last year had a great season. Started 10 of the Colonel's 13 games. He recorded the third most tackles on the team with 66, including 5 tackles for loss with 2 forced fumbles, 1 fumble recovery, 2 interceptions, and also 9 pass breakups. But those 2 guys were not the only guys receiving preseason honors from Phil Steele. 13 Colonels were earning all UAC recognition, including a conference-leading 8 first-team selections. So while a lot of people think EKU might be third team or, the third best team in the UAC, according to Phil Steele, they may have the best roster in the UAC. You look at Braden Latham, who was a first-team selection, Marcus Cowwise Jr., a first-team selection, Jeremiah Bailey, a first-team defensive lineman, Brady Sullivan and Gabe Stevens were first-team linebackers. Jaheim Ward was a first-team defensive back, and Baker, the first-team punter, while Jalen Montgomery, who we also had on the show, was a first-team kick returner and a second-team punt returner. Liam Coppinger, Cam Jr., Isaiah Bunn, Gabe Fletcher, and Vito Tisdale all also made preseason selections from Phil Steele. So a very loaded roster for EKU football this year. It's just, can they figure out that quarterback position, Samantha? And I know Coach Wells and the guys will make the right choice for the program this year.
And it feels like they have, from where we were interviewing different groups every week for however many weeks we did it this summer, they have some very experienced leaders that we got to meet with, and they had the confidence. And I think that's what this will help them.
Yeah.
The confidence levels. You may be very humble and saying, you know what, that doesn't mean anything and blah, 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 blah. But it's got to internally, mentally affect you of where you go, you know what, someone believes in me.
Well,
but Coach didn't say that.
No, he didn't.
Coach,
you're right.
He basically said we're inexperienced.
Yes, but they are inexperienced at the quarterback position. You know, and this time.
And several, other than what'd you say, the running back position.
The running back room and the wide receivers, they bring a lot of those guys back too, but a lot of those guys are still young. They might have got some experience last year, but can they take that next step into being a leader, into being the guy on a team? And Marcus Cowwise Jr., he had a lot of stats last year, but can he, now that everybody knows about him, can he replicate that success this season?
Right, because I asked him that question.
Yeah.
You were a sneak attack.
Exactly, kind of sneak up on everybody last year.
And now this year, you're not going to. But he was very humble in that answer, too. I love it.
Well, when you look at
so basically what we're telling people is go back and watch our old shows with all these players in it all summer.
You want to stay up to date with who the quarterback's going to be, what fall camp is like, go on over to EKU Football on X and on Facebook and Instagram. Make sure you're following them everywhere because they post updates almost every day, interviews with Coach Wells, interviews with players about how fall camp is going. And Gage Hill, our producer here, has one of those videos where they had mic'd up Cam Jr., one of the guests on the show a couple of weeks ago, during one of the practices here this past week. And let's hear from Cam Jr., who was mic'd up during one of his segments with EKU Football Fall Camp.
I'm feeling overly dangerous today. Ooh. Hardest hitting outside linebacker in the league. Pay attention. Ooh. I'm on the phone, bro. Kyle Vaca. Let me get some love, baby. I'm looking for you today. One thing I want to say, rest in peace to Hulk Hogan, even though we know. But I love you, brother. I love you, brother, for sure.
Right here, when we say this, we need some time to rest our bodies, Coach. Just to prepare for a better next day. You know what I'm saying?
A better next day.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be proactive.
Proactive.
Keyword pro, and I'm active at the same time. I'm making decisions like we was talking about today.
Hey, we want to get a Gatorade drink? Drink more Gatorade, bro. How does it feel to be the king of the yard, bro? What's that feel like, bro?
I'm just a normal guy, bro.
No, you not, bro.
Trying to make a living.
Bro, you first team everything.
That's it. Good. Stop. Next guy up. Sit. That's it.
I need to speed.
Come on.
Let's go.
There you go. Work, Frank.
Going right at it.
All right.
You got me? You're tilting like you're going right at it. Here we go. Sit. Hit.
Quarterback time. Hey, don't poke that.
I know you got one shot.
Back in Pee Wee Wildcat, number 4. Oh! I'm handing it off next time. Hey, Jack.
A pretty cool video there of Cam Jr., a linebacker for EKU, and he talked to Jaheim Ward there, and it was pretty cool seeing him and Jaheim's little interaction there where he told him, like, man, you're first team all everything, you know, show. So he's like very humble. Hey, another day at the office, basically. So, again, go follow them on social media. Make sure you're staying up to date for more cool videos like that. And, Samantha, we've got a couple of cool guests lined up to get the show going here when we come back from our first commercial break. So let's step aside. We'll interview Micah Prather when we come back, so don't go anywhere. Lots more to get to on another exciting episode of the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show.
You know what they say. Every great season starts with a strong lineup. Need agility? The Trailblazer cuts through traffic like a wide receiver in the red zone. Power? The Silverado handles work and tailgates like a linebacker on a mission. And if you're ready to go electric, the Equinox EV has the range to go all the way. No matter your game plan, Jack Burford Chevrolet has the vehicle that suits your drive. Stop in, suit up, and let's kick off your next adventure.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
We would like to invite you to join our family at Bishop's Small Engine Repair. Outdoor Power has become a family tradition, with 3 generations here bringing you years of experience. We will help you find the best selection of outdoor power equipment from Code Cadet, Grasshopper, DeWalt, Makita, Echo, Shindawa, and now Steel in our Georgetown store. Or bring your equipment into our service department. We will keep it running for years to come. And as with all families, we have to keep Mama happy. So come on in and see us at Bishop's Small Engine Repair in Richmond and in Georgetown.
Have you heard about JB's Grow Shop? They are one of the most unique businesses in Richmond. If you're a farmer or gardener, then you and JB's Grow Shop will make a great team. They provide the highest quality organic soils, nutrients, castings, and much more to meet your indoor and outdoor growing needs. Their experts will meet with you and make sure that you are getting the most out of your homegrown plants. JB's Grow Shop is located in the Southern Hills Plaza Shopping Center at 956 Commercial Drive in Richmond.
Patrick O'Neill has been serving Central and Eastern Kentucky since 1995. When someone is accused of something they didn't do, or when a good person makes a mistake, they need the best representation they can find. And that's Patrick O'Neill. Whether it's criminal defense, Social Security, disability, personal injury, workers' compensation, or deeds and wills, when you need legal advice, trust the expertise of Patrick O'Neill. He will get you the money you deserve. His office is located in Jackson, but Patrick practices all over Central and Eastern Kentucky. For more information or for a free consultation, call 606-666-2990.
Our bodies deserve more. We put them through a lot, and oftentimes the aches and the stress of everyday life can take a toll. Escape all of that and enter your sanctuary of relaxation with a trip to the massage studio in Berea. Unwind, rejuvenate, and restore balance to your body and mind with help from their expert massage therapist. Like the Massage Studio on Facebook for more information, and get back to being you. We're back on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Samantha Burford, Michael Watkins, here on a Monday, the first Monday of August. We have flipped the calendar officially over, and that means school's about to start. Everybody's right around the corner. We got Micah Prather here on the show.
It's girl day.
It is.
It's some serious girl power day. Absolutely.
Well, and you got to have power for what these girls do. So we've got, you're doing stunt. Explain this to me, Samantha. So she's.
I can sort of
let her explain it too,
but
maybe.
it would be better coming from Micah.
All right.
Now, Micah, talk to us. You were a Madison Central cheerleader for how many years?
5 years.
5
years.
Wow, okay.
Started 8th grade year and I finished my senior year.
She is one of the many. There are many girls that do that. 5 years in
Yeah.
that Madison Central national champion program. How many years did you guys win? Either state, nationals, both?
I won 1 state title and then 2 national titles at my.
It's crazy
5
to me
years.
that you can win nationals but not win state, right?
Yeah, it just takes us a while to get it together.
Yeah, I
sometimes.
got you. That makes sense.
Well, see, I think it's because state is so early in
Yeah.
the season. You get more time to practice because nationals is usually, correct me if I'm wrong, in February.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're kind of a
So-
well-oiled machine by the
Yes.
time that rolls around.
Yeah.
Okay.
and you get one shot.
Yeah.
You know, whereas, you know, let's say the World Series, you got 7 times to
Mhm.
play the team. This is one, what, 2.5 minute
Yeah.
routine?
So any mess ups, it's counted against you, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So tell us what the team that you're on is, because I mean, there's a lot of different ones. You could do dance, cheer. You could, have a couple of different teams in that category. But you do stunt performing, is that right?
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about that.
So the team is combined of 60 girls.
Wow,
So there's
okay.
going to be a white squad and a blue squad, kind of like JV varsity. So like the blue squad will be a travel team, and we go all over, like California, Michigan, Texas, like all over the country. And so what stunt is, it's like the competitive side of cheer. So like we don't do any games, we don't cheer basketball, football, any of that. It's strictly competition, and it's split up into the most like athletic components of cheer. So there's going to be a tumbling routine, there's going to be a stunt sequence routine, there's going to be a pyramid routine, and there's different levels of these routine. So if the ref says routine 1, the routine 1 will go and compete and play against another team. And
At
they
the
like
same
at the same time.
Oh my,
Yeah.
okay.
So
and they
it's-
do
it's
the
a
same
game.
cheer, right?
Yes.
The same exact cheer side by side.
And then whoever does it better, you get a point.
Wow. So this is like,
Yeah.
okay, so this is a lot different than cheer.
It's very different.
How did you get involved with this? So how did you, because I mean,
I didn't know about it.
Okay.
And in case
Until-
people don't
yeah.
know, and her shirt says it, but she's going to UK.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
the
we
UK
could
going
have
to
got to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
but to talk about that, so how did you get involved with it, or how did you find out about it?
So I have this cheer page on like connected to my Instagram. And so I get on that cheer page and I have a DM from a direct message from Kentucky Stunt. And I was like, what is
She just
that?
thought I was old because she said direct message.
She
I
wanted to
know
make
what
sure
a
you
DM
knew.
is.
And
Did you
she
see
has
that
a
look she gave me?
background of what she does really well. We've talked cheer, but she hasn't talked about what she's great at all of it. But yeah, keep
Sorry,
going. You
I
are old.
I saw the look at her. I was like, oh, this guy's old. He doesn't know what a
You are
DM
old.
is.
Yes, we're old.
Keep going. I'm sorry to cut you off.
So they direct messaged me on Instagram and they were inviting me to fill out a recruitment form, or like it was like a Zoom call. They wanted to meet with me. And I was like, what is this? Because I'd never heard of it. It's really popular out west, like in California.
Okay.
But like we don't have stunt here. It's a new sport. This is the 5th year.
Okay,
at
that's what I was going
Kentucky.
to ask.
Yeah, this
Fifth
is
year.
the 5th year.
And there's not a lot of people, like you said, around here doing
No.
stunt teams. I
No.
think there's in Kentucky, what, Bellarmine?
Mm-hmm.
And is there any others in Kentucky?
I don't think so.
Just Bellarmine in Kentucky.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is growing.
It is growing. It's growing very fast.
Yes. So keep telling us.
So yeah, they texted me that. And so then I started asking around and looking it up and doing my research. And I was like, this seems kind of cool, because I was still in high school, like thinking about what I wanted to do, because I knew I wanted to continue my athletic career in college. So then I talked with them and I started to get interested, and I went to a clinic. And so I just fell in love with it. And the coaches were so nice. The girls were so nice. And it's just been a great process.
So talk to us about the coach. He's been there
Yes.
for the beginning of this
Yes,
whole
Coach Blair.
experience.
Kind of help open it up.
Yeah, he cheered at Alabama.
Okay.
So he has cheer experience. And then, so yeah, he's the head coach. And then I think there's 2 assistant coaches.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
So-
how many girls are on the team?
I think right now there's 64.
And it's all
Wow.
girls, right?
All girls.
No boys.
No
all
boys.
girls.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you said something too. So what is the team called? Because I mean, you've got UK cheer, UK dance. Are y'all just UK stunt?
Yeah, Kentucky Stunt.
Kentucky Stunt. Okay.
Yep.
Y'all have like social media page people can follow.
Yeah.
Okay. See, that's pretty cool. I didn't even know this was out there. So
And you can
when-
get on YouTube and actually watch their performances.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
how they compete simultaneously with other teams.
It's
Yeah.
hard to explain. You just need to see it.
That's what I was going to say. It's
Yeah.
something that I feel like you'd have to see to understand.
Yes.
Micah,
Yeah.
you mentioned like you would have one routine, level 1, or let's say number 1.
Yeah.
And that refs might call, okay, let's do number 3. Could they skip 2?
Yes.
Oh, they just kind of bounce around.
So the refs say, okay, let's go with routine 3. So different girls are in routine 1 and 3, correct?
Yes, there's different girls.
But they could be
in
the
each.
same.
Yeah, it just all depends.
So whenever you are at a competition, how many other teams are you competing against in one time? So if you're going one-on-one at the time, are there other schools there as well, and like you advance like a tournament type thing, or is it just you and one more school competes and then you're done for the day?
Okay, so the competition that I went to was at UK, and there were other teams there, but they weren't on the floor.
Okay.
I think they were just in the back waiting to go. So, but it's one team against another team at a time.
This your first year doing it?
Yes.
It is? Okay.
Yes.
She just graduated
Yes,
from
Madison
Madison
Central.
Central.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she'll be a freshman.
cool.
Yeah.
It is really cool because
Yeah.
he's
I'm
got young
intrigued.
daughters that are in the
Oh.
cheer
Yeah,
very
they're
young.
they're getting into it. So, and
But
this is
you
something
didn't
cool.
start in cheer.
No, I did not.
So tell him how you got it started.
So I did gymnastics for 9 years, and I was at Elena's, the acro studio, well, the dance studio, and I was in an acro class.
Bluegrass dance.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And I remember at the time, Miss Adkins, her daughter was in my class, and she was talking to me, and she was like, you need to come to an open gym, like at Central. Like, you should try it out, because I had just decided on quitting gymnastics. So I went, and I just was like, this is so different, but it's so cool, and I want to learn more. So I fell in love with it.
With cheer.
Yeah, with cheer.
Yeah. So she'd been a gymnast for all those years, and then
Yeah.
you changed sports. So basically, she is a
Do it all.
three, I guess, athletic, what do you
Yeah.
call it, performer.
Yeah, 3-sport athlete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how did gymnastics and cheer prepare you for Kentucky stunt?
Oh gosh, the elements in gymnastics are more precise, and it's very technical. And then in cheer, whenever I came to the cheer world, it was very eye-opening to see how my technique compared to cheer technique.
Okay.
Because it takes us like a year to even perform skills on our own safely, because they have to be perfect. But in cheer, the technical side isn't that important, but it's just prettier to look at. So with stunt, it's all technical too. It's very tight, sharp, stick and stand, all of your skills. So with being in the background of gymnastics, it's going to help me a lot in the stunt world, because I already have the technical skills down. So
I'm guessing you were a flyer at Central?
no,
Right? No? Okay.
I was a tumbler for 3 years,
Okay.
and then I didn't start stunting until my junior year. So, and then I was a side base, and then last year I was a main base.
See,
So-
I only know base and flyer. Those are like the only
Oh,
two
yeah.
terms that I know. So that's why I was
So you
at-
explain to
Yeah,
him
okay.
and all the people watching that may not know the difference.
Okay, so my first year stunting, I was a side base. So as a side base, I'm helping the main base. So whenever, you know how whenever girls spin, like
Yeah.
in stunts, that's main base. Main base
Okay.
does the spin, and the side base catches and helps.
Okay.
I did that my first year. And then last year, I switched over to a main base, which is completely different, because I had to learn all the spins, and like it's totally different grips too.
Man,
So yeah,
it's a lot to learn.
it
But
is a lot to learn.
to that, too, let's ask a question about Coach Feldhouse. How did she help prepare you for this next step in life?
Oh, Miss F has taught me so much. I'm definitely so blessed to have her as a coach. Like, she has been with me every step of the way, like rooting for me. And then with her coaching style, it's very organized. I very much can time manage myself very well. I know to eat before every practice. I hydrate. I do everything how Miss F said to, and I'm just going to take that with me into college. And she's just preparing me so well.
Well, you hear that a lot from her and from Alan, too. They've been around for so long. They've seen so much, whether it be good or bad. So they are very good at helping helping these athletes get to the next level.
Yes. And I do believe she's gone with you
Yes.
to help. Like, they've traveled
Wow.
together. And
Yeah.
that's what's great about one of the many things great
I've
about
got
Miss
one more
F.
question. Do you have any more before we let her go?
Well, I want to we haven't got to, there's different things that you can do with UK Stunt. They have certain positions, right? And do you know what your position is? Because you were telling us about cheer.
Oh, yeah, and bases
what about
and stuff.
stunt?
Yeah.
What will you be doing there?
Whenever I went to the clinic, I was side basing, but I'm never opposed to main basing since I am trained in both, and it's good to be versatile always.
Yeah, that makes sense too.
But I'm mainly a tumbler, and I think the coaches know that I'm mainly a tumbler, and that's what my specialty is. But I can really do whatever.
And when she says she's a tumbler, she can do anything like first try. I'm just going to say I've seen her do it.
So you got the back spring, the back tuck, the front spring
she
tuck.
She can do a
like,
standing
things,
full,
right?
like the hardest.
That sounds difficult to even pull
It's
off.
standing and you full flip and land on your feet.
You can do that? You want to do it right now? We get you on camera? You
no,
want to do it in
no,
here? Okay.
no.
All right, that's probably safe.
A lot of people can do
Well,
a back handspring to a full, right?
Yeah.
Or a cartwheel to a full.
I
or
don't
a
mean
run
to
off to a full.
brag, but I
She
did
could
get out
just
of bed
stand
this
there
morning.
and do a full.
You know.
And it is extremely difficult.
Yeah, it
so
sounds difficult.
extremely proud of Micah.
Yeah. And here's the thing. You don't see you all showcased a lot, but this just goes to show what kind of athletes we have in Madison County. We talk about it all the time. We're blessed. We've got football players, soccer, basketball. We've got a lot of really good athletes. Cheer and dance and what you all do might be at the top of the list because there's been so many girls go on to continue their careers wherever it might be.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen golf over the last few years come up, but consistently year after year, you all keep doing your thing. So congratulations. What's next for you? So what do you do? Camp? I mean, when do you report to camp and things like that?
Yeah, they're in a different season.
We do have a different season, so we do have summers completely off, but we don't have any other breaks besides summertime. So our season, I think, starts in December and ends in April.
So when do you start camp stuff? When you move in, do you kind of just start practicing and stuff then?
I think the first week of school is whenever we're going to start doing practices and like team bonding. We just got our group chat today.
Okay, well, good.
Today,
yeah,
they'll
we
be
got it
lighting
today.
you all up.
Yeah.
Now, are you rooming with other stunt team members?
Yes, I'm rooming with 3 other girls on the stunt team, and two of them are from California.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, has anybody from Central ever done this before? You're the first one. Look at that. You're breaking barriers out there. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Well, congratulations again.
It's exciting.
And good luck. And listen, when you come back, and I know you're not that far away, but when you come back during the winter, if you get a break during winter break, come back over to the show. Maybe get us some video. We kind of show people what you all do. That'll be pretty cool to show everybody back here.
Now,
So
remind everybody, they have their matches at Memorial Coliseum, and they'll start when?
In December.
December?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Should.
And then everybody can watch on Instagram as far as UK Stunt?
Yes.
Okay.
They're very active on Instagram. Kentucky Stunt is their Instagram.
There
Perfect.
you go, Kentucky Stunt. So you
Yeah.
can follow Micah and follow her journey and follow this team. I think I now follow them, and I think they win a lot.
Well, Micah, thanks for coming over. We
They're
really
winners.
appreciate it. Yeah, we'll talk to you soon and keep us up to date and get us some video. We want to show everybody what exactly you're doing and what the team does as well.
Thanks for coming on,
Thank you,
Micah.
guys.
Yes.
All right, we have got another guest coming up, a young athlete that got all of her athletic ability from her dad. We'll talk to Marley Burford when we come back on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show.
Job. Can't wait to watch you. It's going to be fun.
You know what they say? Every great season starts with a strong lineup. Neat agility, the Trailblazer cuts through traffic like a wide receiver in the red zone. Power, the Silverado handles work and tailgates like a linebacker on a mission. And if you're ready to go electric, the Equinox EV has the range to go all the way. No matter your game plan, Jack Burford Chevrolet has the vehicle that suits your drive. Stop in, suit up, and let's kick off your next adventure.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
We would like to invite you to join our family at Bishop's Small Engine Repair. Outdoor Power has become a family tradition, with 3 generations here bringing you years of experience. We will help you find the best selection of outdoor power equipment from Code Cadet, Grasshopper, DeWalt, Makita, Echo, Shindawa, and now still in our Georgetown store. Or bring your equipment into our service department. We will keep it running for years to come. And as with all families, we have to keep Mama happy. So come on in and see us at Bishop's Small Engine Repair in Richmond and in Georgetown.
Have you heard about JB's Grow Shop? They're one of the most unique businesses in Richmond. If you're a farmer or gardener, then you and JB's Grow Shop will make a great team. They provide the highest quality organic soils, nutrients, castings, and much more to meet your indoor and outdoor growing needs. Their experts will meet with you and make sure that you are getting the most out of your homegrown plants. JB's Grow Shop is located in the Southern Hills Plaza Shopping Center at 956 Commercial Drive in Richmond.
Patrick O'Neill has been serving Central and Eastern Kentucky since 1995. When someone is accused of something they didn't do, or when a good person makes a mistake, they need the best representation they can find. And that's Patrick O'Neill. Whether it's criminal defense, Social Security, disability, personal injury, workers' compensation, or deeds and wills, when you need legal advice, trust the expertise of Patrick O'Neill. He will get you the money you deserve. His office is located in Jackson, but Patrick practices all over Central and Eastern Kentucky. For more information or for a free consultation, call 606-666-2990.
Our bodies deserve more. We put them through a lot, and oftentimes the aches and the stress of everyday life can take a toll. Escape all of that and enter your sanctuary of relaxation with a trip to the massage studio in Berea. Unwind, rejuvenate, and restore balance to your body and mind with help from their expert massage therapist. Like the Massage Studio on Facebook for more information, and get back to being you. Welcome back into the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Samantha, Michael, glad to have you along with us here on a Monday. And Samantha, you know this next guest pretty well.
I know the next guest pretty well.
Yeah.
I think this is what, your second or third time on the show?
my third time.
She said eventually she's going to be on this side. I don't know if that's in my spot or your spot, but we're excited to have Marley on, talk about what she's doing next.
We could have the Samantha and Marley show instead of
Can you imagine
Samantha and
John would probably watch.
He probably would watch. He doesn't watch now.
Well, he's back here working. He is
working, and then he'll go home at night and watch it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, and
he doesn't watch it live,
he gets tired of listening to you talk at home, so he probably just mutes it, and whenever he sees me talking, turns it back up. But
could possibly.
We got Marley from the UK dance team. So you're making a big jump. So you were doing cheer last year at WKU. Now we come to Kentucky, closer to home. So Mom and Dad's probably happy.
I am very happy.
Yeah, and you're doing
that.
the dance team.
Yes.
So talk about that transition and what that's been like for you as now you go from one big school to another.
So growing up, I danced for 15 years, like at a competitive dance studio, and then I joined the dance team at my high school. And then about sophomore year, I got burnout, and I was just ready for a change. So I fully quit dance, did not go to classes, nothing. Like I literally.
And I think they missed you, didn't they? At Bluegrass Dance, as far as the friendships.
Yeah, I really did miss my friends, which with social media and everything, texting, phones, it's easy to keep close with everyone. And then one day I was literally sitting in first period and said, you know what, I'm going to try out for cheer after school. So I did.
I remember that. That was what, your junior year?
I think she just showed up.
This is my sophomore
year.
Okay. Yes, so I walked in the doors and I didn't really know anyone on the team, but I grew up with Micah. She was on the team at the time. She was going to be a freshman. And some of the girls, obviously I know them through school, but I wasn't really friends with them. And I think they were all like, what is this dancer doing here? Like, hello? And so I tried out, made varsity my first year. That's actually the year we won our national title. And they won the year before, but I was on the dance team, and I won a national title in game day with them. Yeah. So I was coming in, never have cheered a day in my life. I tumbled at Bluegrass a little in acro classes, and I would go to the gymnastics place here and tumble just for fun. But so I started cheered for my last 3 years of high school, and then I really had a tough decision graduating whether I wanted to dance or cheer. I got a video bypass my senior year to dance at UK, which is where usually you have to send in video submissions to get invited to tryouts, but they just automatically invited me. I didn't have to send the video.
And so that really like opened my eye, and I was like, oh, maybe I could actually dance here.
Get back into it.
Yeah, get back into dancing. So I went to a couple classes, and I was like, I just don't know if this is where I'm meant to be right now. So I went, Miss F, actually, who you guys just talked about with Micah, took me to a Western clinic. And I loved it, and
it was for cheer.
It was for cheer, yes, not dance. And so I loved it, and they were having tryouts coming up, and I was like, you know what, I'll try out. If I make it, I make it. If I don't make it, I will go somewhere else. Tried out, made the team, and so that was kind of when my mind was officially made up. Okay, I'm going to cheer. I'm a retired dancer officially. And then I cheered for a year at Western. I was 2.5 hours away, and then I didn't love it anymore. I was like, maybe I do miss dancing. So I went with my sister to a dance team clinic, and she was on the UK dance team. So she introduced me to all of her friends, introduced me to the coach, and they actually had just had a big coaching change whenever I was going to be a freshman. So when I was trying to decide between dance and cheer back then, and that was another part of my reason. I was like, well, we'll see. So I went and got another video bypass at the clinic, which meant that I was automatically invited to tryouts. And I said, you know what? I'm going to go. Again, if I make it, I make it. If I don't, then it wasn't meant to me. So
the tryouts are lengthy.
They're lengthy.
Cheer
I was
and
there.
Dance are 3 to 4 days.
Yeah. So and it's all day long. You're dancing 24/7 in a big group of people. So I made the team, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to transfer, and now I'm closer to home, and I love it so far. So yeah, I'm excited.
She's been with Micah to a couple of the stunt.
Yes, I also did test the waters with stunt. I went to a clinic. And I talked to the coach a couple times, but my tumbling does not look like Micah's tumbling. I have the ghetto tumbling, you could call it, in cheer. I'm not a perfectionist like Micah is. So it was not gonna be the best opportunity for me. That's just not the type of athlete that I was in the cheer world. So.
Well,
but it is super cool, though, right?
It was very cool.
It was eye-opening.
Well, it sounds cool. I want to watch it.
It was eye-opening for us because it's very different.
Yes,
and something new.
Yeah.
So sorry, interrupt.
No, yeah.
Well, what's the biggest difference in cheer and dance? I mean, obviously you're kind of doing the same movements, but not. So tell us what the biggest difference is, especially at that level where you're practicing, multiple times a day. For long times of long periods.
Wait till you hear how many dances she's already had to learn.
Oh, you were telling 40 or something?
I had to learn 30 ditties, which is our sideline dances. Yeah. So as the band plays at a football or a basketball game, there was 30 of those, and then I had to learn cheers on top of that, and we've learned 5 timeout dances. But it's all been through video so far. We had 1 week of camp, and we went and I got to meet everyone that made the team bonding stuff. And that was really fun. That's really when I was like, yeah, I'm glad I made the change. But the biggest difference between cheer and dance, I would say, is I'm not stunting. So I'm not putting all these girls above my head anymore. Because I was a flyer originally when I started cheering, and then I just decided that I was going to base. So sometimes I do miss stunning because it was just something fun to do, but I don't miss competitively stunning. That really stressed me out.
Going out there and just doing things.
I like just throwing people in the air for fun sometimes. But yeah, that's the biggest difference is I'm not stunning, or I tumble occasionally whenever there's a time in a dance where they're like, who could do a backflip? And I'm like, me, that's my specialty. I can do a backflip. But it's definitely not as intense or as cheer would be with that kind of stuff.
Well, I don't know if you've seen my video from Pack-a-Ball, but if you need to mix some of my moves in there, I can work with you.
Oh, okay,
so yeah,
yes.
I got the thing.
Oh, it's dance moves.
Yes,
absolutely.
dance.
You did. I saw
you
it.
Saw, yeah. I mean, I'm getting out there on the. I got 9 followers now on TikTok, so we're getting up there. But it's obviously when you say dance, it's different than going out to dance. It's different than that.
Yes, very different.
Very coordinated. How many people are on your team that you'll be actually performing with?
So just like Micah said, there's a blue and white squad on dance too, just like there is on stunt and cheer. Every single one of them have a blue and a white squad where there's 30 girls on blue, 30 girls on white, I think, maybe less. I don't for sure know the number, but basically the team split in half, like a JV and a varsity, and white squad does women's basketball, blue squad does men's basketball. And everyone dances football, and so there's like 45 girls all together.
Okay.
So I guess maybe 20-something, 27.
each team.
I don't know the
Yeah.
exact number.
Probably 20 and
Well, they
20.
probably
Yeah, I
pull
don't
from
know.
each team, too. If somebody goes down with an injury, they'll pull somebody
Well,
up. And
that's where it comes in for like national stuff. Is it's not like, oh, blue squad goes to nationals, white squad goes. It's very like they have a separate, not tryout process, but they pick specific girls on what their specialty would be in the dance world, like competitively, who they think would shine the best. So definitely it's nice to be able to have the two different teams, but yet we still do stuff together like football and everything. So I definitely still get to know everyone, but also have like my close girls on one team where we get to do specific things together.
And she just met a roommate.
Did you do any of this stuff?
No.
You played golf, right? Now, what did you do in school?
Well, I was a cheerleader.
Cheerleader,
in school,
okay, but
never any collegiate athletics. So
No. Neither was Dad.
very proud of them.
Yeah. I thought John played golf in college.
No.
No,
No, okay. Well, never mind.
he just likes golf.
Okay. Yeah. Well, he's good
Me
at
and
it.
Mallory
So.
are
He
the
is good
D1
at it.
athletes of the family, I guess.
Yeah. Now she did dance
She
too,
did
right?
dance at
Yeah.
UK, yes.
So when having an older sister that did this, does that kind of help you? Obviously,
Oh
kind
yeah,
of go
she's
through
been
the
the
process.
biggest help. She has been the biggest help ever. Not only with just dance, but I'm also going through recruitment, so she's helped me so much with that. Like, and Mackenzie's a big help with that too because she did that. But with dance, like she's introduced me to all her friends. I have gotten to talk to the coach with her. Like she's told me pros and cons of everything, and she's definitely been like the biggest help with helping guide me, I guess I could say.
And I'm going to guess her con. Tell him what time you practice.
Yeah, we practice at 5:45 a.m.
In the morning? Yeah. Well, AM, obviously.
3 times a week. We don't have our official practice scheduled this year yet, but in the past years, it has been 5:45, 3 times a week.
Well, and honestly.
And she's not a morning
Hey,
person.
I'm not a morning
okay,
person.
well, that
I
makes
mean,
it a
I
little bit more
slept in until
difficult.
noon today. So
Till noon? I'm jealous. Yeah, my son did today
I
too.
love
Apparently.
to
So,
sleep.
yeah.
I
And then
love to sleep.
then she had to go to work. And then now she's here. So.
Yeah. Well, but here's the thing, though. The good thing about practicing early like that is you got the rest of the day to get your
That's
stuff
true.
done. So
And
next-
I have scheduled my classes in the morning so I can get up, go to practice, shower, go to class, and then I'm done for the day. So
They have already learned Big Blue Madness dances.
yeah, that's right. That's that's in
Yes.
October, though. So that
Yeah.
makes sense. I mean, that's
Yeah.
2 months away, essentially.
we learned
we're
that
there.
during camp. We learned
Okay.
that the first 2 days of camp, and I'm not allowed to say anything about it, but it is awesome.
So what is your favorite part about the process so far?
Well, I love my teammates. My teammates are already like I've only met them a couple times, and like they're already my best friends. We talk daily. But the process I love, like I get to use my brain like all the time. Where for cheer you get corrections here and there, but it's like a stunt sequence is 2 8 counts long. Like it's not long, but dances are a minute and a half long and we do a different dance for every single game, like because we do different timeout dances. So I've definitely had to use my brain a lot more, so it's been a big switch, but I love it at the same time because I'm getting to do different things. Where cheer, I feel like all of the technique and everything is like all starting at the basics and it's the same, but you eventually get to move on to harder stuff. Where dance, it's like go, 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 and you're constantly just using your brain, and I love that.
During the UK football versus Ole Miss, they're going to do a special treat with the UK band.
Okay. And that's what, the second game of the season?
At halftime. It's a second game,
Yeah.
yes. And
I hope that's not a surprise.
oh, well, I hope not either. But it's something that...
JK, everybody. We're just kidding.
No, they've done it in the past.
They have done it in the
Because
past,
Mallory has done it in the past, and it's fun. It's something different.
It's like a little band dance. Like
Yeah.
we already know it and stuff, but
Kind of correspondence
yes,
with the music
it's like
they're
the
playing.
band
Yeah, okay.
plays and we are in the front dancing. So
Well, football, too, I mean, you talked about everybody kind of out there together. You've got a lot more ground to cover than you do Rep Arena
Yes.
or Memorial. So, and it's cool because you don't really, and I've been to a lot of Kentucky basketball games, been to a lot of EKU basketball games or football. The atmosphere is so much better when dance and cheer out there doing their thing. you might not think about them, but you are very important, and especially when the team might not be doing the best, or when they're needing a pick me up. That's what they're there for, and it's very cool to see you taking this next step. And we're glad to have you back closer to home as well.
Yes, I'm very excited. And with how much we do community service stuff. Like a couple weeks ago, they went and the Kentucky Castle had this event that they have every year where you help all of the kids that come and you treat them like little princes and princesses, and you do their makeup and their hair. And it's as you're in the moment, like in practice and everything, you don't realize like all these kids actually look up to you. It's like, oh, I'm just a normal college student. Like nobody's paying attention. But like even at camp, our coach was like, you guys don't understand. Like you will be walking in public and somebody will be like, oh my gosh, that's a UK dance team member. Like people actually like notice. And it's weird because we're not considered a sport. We're considered just like a team, I guess. I don't know how you would describe it. A club. But so we don't get all the perks that the sports get, but it's definitely nice to be a part of. Like it's a sense of community. Like all of the alums still come and teach dances and come to clinics, and it's a big community being a part of the UK dance team. So
now with Micah and the UK stunt team, that is an actual
team.
They are a sport.
Yeah.
They are considered a NCAA sport.
They get their uniforms. They
not.
get everything for free. She just got her uniforms. They're all hand-me-downs, of course, from over the years.
Last year,
And there's a lot. There's a lot of uniforms and palms and shoes.
Well, we appreciate you coming over. So where can folks follow along? So I mean, obviously with Twitter and X and Facebook and all the things, where can folks go to follow the team that you're going to be on?
Well, obviously you can see us at UK football and basketball games, but social media-wise, the UK dance team is very active on Instagram, and everything on Instagram goes to Facebook. So it's just UK dance team, I'm pretty sure is their profile name. But they post all of our community service events and little recaps of camp and just everything that, just keep a closer eye on us. So.
And they have some camps and clinics for little kids that are a lot of fun.
Yeah. Oh, those are super fun.
If you've got a little one, be on the lookout on Instagram.
Okay. Yes.
UK
I was out of town for the last one. I didn't get to help with the last one. I was out of town visiting my old roommate last year. But from what I heard, it was amazing. And it's cool that I'm going to get to help work those, where the past couple years I've been going.
Yeah.
Oh, she even went. Her and Mallory all went when they were little too.
Oh yes.
Okay. So they've been to all levels.
Yes.
Of them.
Be on the lookout
a lot of
for.
Fun.
We're doing the UK game day thing where all the little kids come on Kroger Field with us. And
let us know when that
dance,
is. If there's a way to sign up, we'll have to get that out there.
You could get your girls out there.
Yes, you can get on Instagram. They'll be posting about it.
Yeah.
Well, that's Marley Burford, UK dance team. Appreciate Micah Prather for coming over. She's with the Kentucky Stunt. She's Samantha Burford. I'm Michael Watkins. Neither one of us are on a team except for each other. So
our team.
Yeah, me and you engage, the dynamic trio that we are. Let's step aside. We'll come back and wrap things up. I was at the AW Hamilton basketball camp a couple of weeks ago. Folks were praising what AW does with their young kids as well. We'll talk about that when we come back on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show.
You know what they say? Every great season starts with a strong lineup. Need agility? The Trailblazer cuts through traffic like a wide receiver in the red zone. Power? The Silverado handles work and tailgates like a linebacker on a mission. And if you're ready to go electric, the Equinox EV has the range to go all the way. No matter your game plan, Jack Burford Chevrolet has the vehicle that suits your drive. Stop in, suit up, and let's kick off your next adventure.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
We would like to invite you to join our family at Bishop's Small Engine Repair. Outdoor Power has become a family tradition, with 3 generations here bringing you years of experience. We will help you find the best selection of outdoor power equipment from Code Cadet, Grasshopper, DeWalt, Makita, Echo, Shindawa, and now still in our Georgetown store. Or bring your equipment into our service department. We will keep it running for years to come. And as with all families, we have to keep Mama happy. So come on in and see us at Bishop's Small Engine Repair in Richmond and in Georgetown.
Have you heard about JB's Grow Shop? They are one of the most unique businesses in Richmond. If you're a farmer or gardener, then you and JB's Grow Shop will make a great team. They provide the highest quality organic soils, nutrients, castings, and much more to meet your indoor and outdoor growing needs. Their experts will meet with you and make sure that you are getting the most out of your homegrown plants. JB's Grow Shop is located in the Southern Hills Plaza Shopping Center at 956 Commercial Drive in Richmond.
Patrick O'Neill has been serving Central and Eastern Kentucky since 1995. When someone is accused of something they didn't do, or when a good person makes a mistake, they need the best representation they can find. And that's Patrick O'Neill. Whether it's criminal defense, Social Security, disability, personal injury, workers' compensation, or deeds and wills, when you need legal advice, trust the expertise of Patrick O'Neill. He will get you the money you deserve. His office is located in Jackson, but Patrick practices all over Central and Eastern Kentucky. For more information or for a free consultation, call 606-666-2990.
Our bodies deserve more. We put them through a lot, and oftentimes the aches and the stress of everyday life can take a toll. Escape all of that and enter your sanctuary of relaxation with a trip to the massage studio in Berea. Unwind, rejuvenate, and restore balance to your body and mind with help from their expert massage therapist. Like the Massage Studio on Facebook for more information, and get back to being you. We're back on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Samantha and Michael here with you to wrap things up. And Samantha, we had this last week, but Coach Wells, we kept him on the entire time. We've got some clips. I was up at A.W. Hamilton's basketball camp 2 weeks ago, and there were so many parents that talked to me about Coach and the camp and just how good he is with the kids. Because it's not just, basketball. Right. That's a part of it, obviously. You learn some skills, you win some awards, but he is all about positivity, structure, being kind and nice to one another. Right. There was one of the parts here of the video, I don't know if you'll see it or not, but there was a young girl that he brought up, and he had he picked 4 or 5 different people out of the players that were there. He picked 4 or 5 different campers and were like, "Hey, tell me something nice about her." And one of the players would be like, "I like her shoes," or she could shoot the basketball, or just something positive about her. He did that with a few other athletes as well, just to show, hey, it's not out of the realm of norm, or of it's you can be nice. Yeah. Go out of your way. Yes, go out of your way to make somebody feel good. And that's kind of what Coach Hamilton's camp is about. It's not just going out there and learn how to shoot or pass. It's learning how to be a good person, a good teammate, a friend. Yeah, and he's happy. He's so energetic too, Coach is. I mean, he creates an atmosphere there. We've got the smoke machine in the background. I mean, just all the things that go into this camp make it very, very unique. And that's why there was over, I think, 130 campers there this time. They also had a camp about a month before, and there was a big number there as well because of what all goes into it and how much effort Coach puts into his camp.
Well, and so many businesses here in town have him come speak to their employees. He is a fabulous motivational speaker. I can't imagine how the athletes feel. Yeah. When, pregame.
Well, and somebody said that he tries to learn all their names, too. Can you imagine in 5 days learning 130 people's names and their faces when there's so much going on? But he tries to do that. And, again, it's all about trying to make them feel special.
No, because I get nervous when we have 3 guests. And the first time I'm meeting them, and I'm always like, I don't want to call them by the wrong name. You know, you don't want to do that. So that kudos to A.W. Hamilton.
Yeah. There was a great crowd there. And again, it's all about, positivity, learning the game of basketball and learning how to be a kind person. So looking forward to seeing the Colonels this season. I mean, basketball season won't be here. It'll be here before you know it.
Yeah.
Although we've talked about football a lot today and other things as well. Basketball will be here before you know it.
I'm ready. I am ready for some high school football. Although, guess what? We're about ready to do away with our individual Friday nights.
Yes, yeah. It's been, but you know what?
On Friday night.
Yeah, Friday night soccer, and we know golf's already going on. We're going to have some golf teams on the show next week. So there's a lot going on right now, and we appreciate everybody that's been watching tonight and every Monday. Next Monday, we'll have the Madison Central boys golf team. We're working on the Southern girls golf team as well. And then the following Monday, the Monday before our first high school football game, we'll have a preview with each high school football team in the area as well. You do not want to miss that. For all of our great guests, our producer, Gage Hill, she's Samantha, I'm Michael. Have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you next time on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show.
Bye.